said it again, Oliver Tero is the real deal. This is the beginning of what we think will be a successful journey in professional MMA.
Hello, I'm Cameron Atakuru. I'm the head coach of Subzone Fight Academy here in Trafford Park, Greater Manchester. We run a mixed martial arts facility. We can cover all aspects of martial arts training, and that involves boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, submission grappling and jiu-jitsu. The format of this morning's session was the mixed martial arts competition team training session. And in a month's time we have a group of athletes on the amateur side of the team. Two of them are fighting for titles, one or two are making their own debuts, and 2 or 3 others are just basically having another bout to progress on their record. Also on the card we've got Oliver Tero, who is making his professional debut after having an illustrious amateur career and pretty much winning everything he can get. We decided to make the transition for him to turn professional at the tender age of 21, but with the pedigree that he is at the moment and the calibre of men that he's training with on a day-to-day basis, he's more than ready to make that transition. Okay, so we'll do 12 sparring rounds first. They're 2 minutes each with a 20-second break. Do that 12 straight. We'll take a 5-minute break and then we'll do the combat wrapping rounds. Yeah, the session was good today. Some parts of the sparring, some of his tools were taken away and we put him in a bit more of the dogfight kind of scenario. And he dealt with it splendidly. Like his ability to fight close quarters and his ability to fight at range are as good as each other. So I'm happy whatever range he puts himself in. Over the next 4 weeks, we'll be sharpening everything that he's amazing at. And with him taking the next step up into professional level, he's played against the best amateurs in Europe, so making that transition to professional isn't really going to be too much of a big difference. Yeah, I'll be really sharp on the things that he does really well, building his confidence, and then giving him good testing training partners so he can go in there knowing that he can go balls to the wall if he has to on certain techniques that he goes for, and knows that he can recover and compose himself. It's a chaotic situation that they're putting themselves in to, train ridiculously hard, a drastic weight cut, and then dealing with the day. You've sold up to 150 tickets to friends and family. You put that pressure on yourself. You're under the lights having a cage fight against another bloke who thinks he can beat you and has done the same thing. Everybody has the same nerves. You'll have the same nerves as someone who's fighting for a world title, but it's just your ability to kind of just keep your shit together, stay composed under the lights and respond under instruction and be able to make adjustments as the fight goes on. And when you see that and they've won a couple of belts, you can kind of see they turn into men overnight. It's an amazing thing to bear witness to as their coach. They've been in there since they're 15 years old, and like 21, 22-year-old men with the composure of someone who's been doing it years. The pressure that comes with being professional is you don't really want to lose because it tarnishes your record. It tarnishes your ability to be sold to a higher organisation and kind of be classified as the next contender. So that process of them early days pro fights, you build them a little bit. Sometimes their amateur fights will be a lot tougher than their first 3 or 4 fights, but it's getting used to the new rule set, the application of elbows, knees to the head, 5-minute rounds as opposed to 3. These are the things that they need to be aware of really. But I would say that it's the pressure. It's like you really, really don't want to lose because you don't want to be like, especially on your debut, you don't want to be 0-1. Okay, 3 rounds. Okay, so there's 3 threes, 5 threes, 5 threes.
So you can throw 12 to 6 elbows, but it has to land in the legal area, okay? If he comes down for a takedown, here, as long as I'm touching the ear, we're good. Do not go 12 to 6 to the back of the head.
Yeah, the past week, it's just been as normal really what I tend to do with the boys. It's like a bit of a deload week. They're calorie deficient, they're focusing on making weight. There's no point in really pushing them and exhausting them. They have a high volume session on the Tuesday, but it's very, very low impact. It's just more to keep the calorie expenditure up, keep the nervous system firing right, and they drill and sequence all of their favourite things to do and the things that they want to work on that's the opponent's strength. So Oliver's just a fucking dream professional. He's been with me since he was 15. So he just knows how we work things fight week. So it's like a walk in the park for him. I mean, look at him. He's just in a flow state at the moment, with showing no sign of any nerves other than that he's ready. So yeah, I'm excited.
I think Ollie's probably excited to throw him. He's a scary man. We've practiced a few times, me and Ollie personally, putting elbow pads on, and to be honest, he doesn't look like someone who's new to it. His hands are good, he's sharp. I think, to be honest, Ollie's going to be more dangerous with his elbows more than anything on the floor, because those of you who train with him will know him, like yourself. If he gets on your back, if he gets on top of you, it's an awful place to be. It's so hard to get up. So I'd be looking maybe 1 or 2 big left elbows from the back when he's stood up with his long guard coming through, but really on the ground is where you'll probably see a big difference. Ground and pound strikes opening up openings, and I think it'll be scary to see Ollie elbow a man on the floor, to be honest.
Said it again, Oliver Tero is the real deal. This is the beginning of what we think will be a successful journey in professional MMA. Oliver Tero, here he is.
His shots are a lot straighter than Lopez. Lopez looping hooks.
Beautiful takedown.
Good timing there. That way.
Oh, big shots.
This is it. This is how you're going to get your finish, right? Big shots.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Lopez is in danger. Referee's going to step in any second now. Referee stepping in.
Oliver Tero wins in his pro debut.